Tonight, listen closely, cartel member. Because the most powerful move you will ever make in any relationship, argument, or negotiation is not what you say. It's when you silently turn around and walk away. 99.9% of people never do this the right way. They threaten to leave. They flinch. They crawl back. They send one more text. They think walking away is about teaching the other person a lesson. In reality, walking away is about teaching yourself who you really are. No one told you this. Every time you stay where you're disrespected, you quietly sign a contract that says, "My standards are negotiable." Every time you chase what clearly doesn't choose you, you confirm, "My time is cheap." And every time you explain your worth to someone who refuses to see it, you become their puppet. The dark Stoic power of walking away is simple. You take the strings out of their hands by cutting the string inside your own mind. You stop trying to win them. You start trying to win yourself. Welcome to the Stoic Cartel. Tonight, by this fire in the ruins, we are going to talk about walking away in a way they never see coming. Walking away that shatters their illusion of control. And walking away that quietly turns you into the one they silently think about for years. Here's the dark truth. Most people are not in relationships or friendships. They are in unspoken power games. One person gives more attention. One person does more calling, more explaining, more apologizing. One person is always waiting, and the other is always deciding. Psychology is brutal here. The mind gets addicted to whoever can hurt it the most, not because pain is attractive, but because uncertainty hijacks the brain like a drug. The more you chase clarity from someone who plays hot and cold, the more your nervous system bonds to them. They know this, consciously or unconsciously. So they breadcrumb you. A compliment here, a cold shoulder there, a maybe later, a "I'm just busy," you're overthinking. Every time you accept this, you train them. You train them that your love, your time, your attention, even your body, can all be rented cheaply. No down payment, no contract. This is where dark psychology and Stoic psychology meet. They play with your fear of loss. You play with your own fear of being alone, and in that silent war, nobody respects anyone. Now, what happens when you walk away? The brain reads it as loss. It feels like a door closing with no sound. The nervous system that was used to your constant presence suddenly meets emptiness. First, they feel confusion. Where did you go? Then they feel ego. They can't really be done with me. Then, if you stay gone, they feel threat. If I can't control this person anymore, maybe I'm not as powerful as I thought. Here's the key. Walking away is only powerful if it is real. Not a performance, not a tantrum, not a break to see if they chase. If you walk away just to provoke them, you're still chained to the outcome. You're not walking away. You're hiding around the corner, waiting. That's not power. That's still begging, just in silence. The dark Stoic way is different. You do not walk away to make them suffer. You walk away because you refuse to suffer for them any longer. You walk away not to punish them, but to free yourself. Let's talk about the Stoic perspective. The Stoics had a simple law. You control your choices, your judgments, your actions. You do not control other people's thoughts, feelings, or decisions. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself that people will be selfish, ungrateful, manipulative, and blind. He didn't write this to become a victim. He wrote it to refuse surprise. Seneca said, in essence, sometimes the best way to prove you have changed is to no longer be available in the place where you were mistreated. He didn't say to scream, to expose, to beg for closure. He suggested you let your absence become your answer. Stoicism does not teach you to become cold. It teaches you to become clear. Clear on what you control. Clear on what you allow. clear on when enough is enough. Walking away is the Stoic expression of that clarity. You realize, I cannot control whether this person values me, but I can control whether I continue to stand in front of someone who doesn't. When you leave, you are not running. You are choosing the only battlefield you can actually win on: your own mind. So how do you walk away with dark Stoic power, not emotional chaos? Step 1. See the pattern, not the apology. Stop letting words overwrite evidence. Look at how they behave over time. If the pattern is disrespect, inconsistency, control, manipulation, accept the pattern as the truth. Step 2. Decide in silence, not in drama. Do not announce, "I'm leaving," 20 times. That's noise, not power. Make the decision inside your chest. Calm, cold, final. Decide what behavior you no longer allow and what you will do the moment you see it again. Step 3. Prepare your exit before you walk. Emotionally, this means grieving who you thought they were. Practically, this means moving your attention. New routines, new habits, new people, new projects. The more you fill your days with things that build you, the less space you leave for what breaks you. Step 4. Walk away once. Block if needed. Mute if needed. Leave chats. Unfollow. Change the route you walk. Change the time you are online. Not to hide from them, but to protect the version of you that is trying to be born. Step 5. Stay gone long enough for your nervous system to reset. The first week, your body will scream to go back. The second week, you will romanticize the good moments. The third week, you will start noticing how much calmer you are. Stay long enough to feel that calm. That is what power actually feels like. Let's make it real with a few examples. Example 1. You're in a situationship where they keep you almost chosen. Texts at midnight, attention when they're bored, silence when they're busy. Every time you bring up clarity, they say, "Let's just go with the flow." Dark Stoic move. You stop explaining what you need. You stop negotiating for basic respect. You let your silence answer their half-effort. You stop replying instantly. Then you stop replying at all. Eventually, you stop being available in any form. You walk away. Sooner or later, they feel it, not because you wanted revenge, but because their favorite toy is no longer on the shelf. Example 2. A friend constantly jokes at your expense, cuts you off, disappears when you need them, but expects you on call when they are in crisis. You've tried to talk. Nothing changes. Dark Stoic move. You shrink access. Less sharing, less availability, less emotional investment. You don't fight. You don't expose. You simply redirect your time to people who show reciprocity. When invitations stop, when your presence disappears from their life, they finally meet the quiet answer to years of disrespect. Example 3. A job uses your loyalty against you. They overload you, underpay you, and tell you that you're like family whenever you try to ask for more. Dark Stoic move. You stop trying to be the savior. You quietly learn new skills, send resumes, build options. Then one day, with no drama, you hand in your notice. They panic, offer you more, try to pull you back. But your decision was made months ago. You're not negotiating. You're already gone. Now, the protection rule. Because power without ethics turns you into the very thing you're trying to escape. Do not use walking away as a weapon to control good people. If someone is honest, growing, and willing to work on the connection, you don't play disappearing games. You communicate like an adult. The Stoic way is not to ghost to feel superior. It's to leave when staying would force you to betray your own values. If you walk away just to watch them suffer, you are still owned by their reaction. That's not mastery. That's addiction wearing a different mask. Use this power when your boundaries are consistently ignored. Your self-respect is slowly eroding. Your peace costs too much to stay, and even then, walk away once, clearly and cleanly. No smear campaigns, no half-truths. Let your absence be your final statement. Cartel member, hear this by the fire. When you walk away for real, you will not feel strong at first. You will feel empty, shaky, doubting. You will question if you made a mistake. But with each day you hold the line, something quiet grows inside you. You stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. You start sleeping better. You notice that your thoughts are no longer orbiting one person's mood. This is the moment most people never reach, because they run back right before the power shifts. Do not run back. Let them sit with the version of you that no longer responds. Let them meet the silence that shows them what they lost. Not because you want them to hurt, but because you finally refuse to hurt yourself for them. This is the dark Stoic power of walking away. You become the one who chooses, not the one waiting to be chosen. You become the one who guards their peace like a temple, not a hallway. If this spoke to you tonight, don't just nod at the fire. Act. Audit your relationships. See where you are still begging with your presence. And then, with calm discipline, start closing the doors that are killing your self-respect. You are not here to be owned by anyone's attention. You are here to master your own. Join the Stoic Cartel. Come back to the fire tomorrow night. We'll light another flame in the ruins and build the kind of mind no one can manipulate again.